Hey, welcome back to A-Aron Reacts, and I am back for Ren, and this is Illest of our time. This sounds like a dope film, or dope video, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. And just one quick note, this is literally my 38th reaction I'm recording today. It's 12:30 a.m. and I leave for a 3-day drive in about 6 hours. We're going to be switching, so I'll get some rest and stuff. But my point being is, if I seem a little bit worn down, maybe not 100% myself, hopefully I'm 95%. Please excuse me. I want to get these out because I'm not going to have my studio and setup over vacation. And I want to be able to edit and release videos for the next 2 to 3 weeks while I'm on vacation. So that's the idea. And I had a busy work last couple weeks, so I'm behind. So here we go. Let's jump right in. Illest of our time, Ren. Let's go. Right out of the gate, big boy. Like sirens, right? Like, which we're trained from a young age that you hear sounds like that and alerts you, you're on high alert. That's deliberate. He's right out of the gate saying, wake up, all right?
1, 2, 3, spitting bullets on the beat. I'm a sick little puppy who gets lucky when he speaks. Blessed with a silver tongue, chest with an iron lung. Extraterrestrial tentacles, aliens. Psychopathic tendencies, a pathologic entity. If everything is set in stone, then this is how it's meant to be. Elementary, dear Watson, you might find yourself inside the mind of the illest of our time. Get it popping, hot rocking. I'm Freddy Krueger, I'm chopping. I turn it up to 11, the demigorgon of upping. The strangest thing, I'm the boss. When the danger lingers, I'm plotting. Sweet like a spoon.
That's like a fart beat almost.
The demigorgon of upping. The strangest thing, I'm the boss. When the danger lingers, I'm plotting. Sweet like a spoonful of sugar, because I'm merry like popping. The double barrel is cocking, a shotgun sheltered the noggin. I'm coughing, catchy bronchitis, you're in your funeral coffin. No stopping, blocking me not when I pick the world up, I'm squatting. And when I take from the rich, I'm in your hood and I'm robbing.
Okay, I just want to say, like, the way he's building on top of these themes, murderer, animal flow, he's got the animals there, he's leading them, it's ridiculous. Like, seriously.
I pick the world up, I'm squatting. And when I take from the rich, I'm in your hood and I'm robbing. 4, 5, 6, spit a crucifix. 6, 6, 6, flow, crucify a Catholic. Maverick, anti-hero villain, not protagonist. Words are kind of muffled when you're sucking on my massive. Who's the fucking illest? Who's the realest? Who's the baddest kid? Pull.
Okay, that was just sick. Right? Like the imagery there, he goes into like the double time, and then his beats are sick, his rhymes are sick, and then it ends. It transitions into a punch.
Robin. 4, 5, 6, 6, flow, crucify a Catholic. Maverick, anti-hero villain, not protagonist. Words are kind of muffled when you're sucking on my massive. Who's the fucking illest? Who's the realest? Who's the baddest kid? Called the police on this beat before I damage it. A kiddie called Screech on the streets, I'm a masochist.
Screech.
So far from reach, I'm the type to kill a pacifist. Catalyst for chemical combustion, I'm the analyst of metaphors and similes and synonyms and alchemist, evangelist.
I'm the analyst of metaphors and similes and synonyms and alchemist. Dang. Like, right? Like, he's putting things together. He's making something out of nothing. Just, oh, those are bars. And that's the whole point, is what he's saying. He's saying he has bars.
Combustion, I'm the analyst of metaphors and similes and synonyms and alchemist, evangelist. Spread the words I seek like they're cancerous. Pragmatist.
Wow, evangelists spread the words I speak like, what was that? Evangelists spread the words I speak like they're cancerous. Jeez, oh,
Synonyms and alchemists, evangelists. Spread the words I seek like they're cancerous. Pragmatist. Think before I speak, then I answer it. Pull up, pull up, pull up to the place. When I pull it, bang up.
The sirens are back.
Speak, then I answer it. Pull up, pull up, pull up to the place. When I pull it, bang up, pull it, sang it, shot right into space. Music for the hooligans let loose on the estate. Call the police and the riot bands, the people wanna play. Hey. Freedom now has lost all meaning. How can we all be free in a hierarchic breeding ground?
That is sick beat.
Get rich in style, I'll be a heretic. Killer king, take his crown. Top of the throne, top of the kingdom I own. Top of the streets that I roam, top of the dome. Spitting for Britain I shown, boss like a cellular phone.
I love, first of all, that is a sick beat. I love that he's speeding up rhythmically, but his mouth, right? Like he's showing, he's enunciating a big mouth. Like,
Can we all be free in a hierarchy breeding ground? The poor get poor a while, the rich get rich in style. I'll be a heretic, killer king, take his crown. Top of the throne, top of the kingdom I own. Top of the streets that I roam, top of the dome. Spitting for Britain I shown, boss like a cellular phone. I pin like Tyson, an icon, go twice in. Left, right in, I'm striking, like I'm biting, like a python. Ready, I'm heavy, I'm Mercury, I am Freddy. So eat my words, fill your belly like alphabet, spaghetti. I am a rap star, don't believe me, the facts are I spit fast like a master. Don't believe me, then fuck your shit.
Alright, that was that line. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Alright, we gotta take that back. Right, that whole line. Freedom now has lost all meaning. How can we all be free in a hierarchic breeding ground? The poor get poor while the rich get rich in style. I'll be a heretic, kill a king, take his crown. Top of the throne, top of the kingdom I own, top of the streets that I roam. Now this gets better. Top of the dome, spitting for the Britain. I show him bars like a cellular phone. Hyping like Tyson, an icon go twice in. Left, right, I'm striking like I'm biting like a python. Ready, I'm heavy, I'm Mercury, I am Freddy. Yo, I'm heavy on Mercury like, planet hot to the sun. Then I'm Freddie Mercury. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness, get out of here.
I'll be a heretic, killer king, take his crown. Top of the throne, top of the kingdom I own. Top of the streets that I roam, top of the dome. Spitting for Britain I shown, boss like a cellular phone. I pin like Tyson, an icon, go twice in. Left, right in, I'm striking, like I'm biting, like a python. Ready, I'm heavy, I'm Mercury, I am Freddy. So eat my words, fill your belly like alphabet, spaghetti. I am a rap star, don't believe me, the facts are I spit fast like a MasterCard. Don't believe me, then fuck your shit. I don't feel so well. I don't feel so well. I don't feel so well. Call a medic for myself. I don't feel so hot, my brother. Aching, shaking, stop then stutter. Things gone wrong, hit by King Kong, Ace, one ton bomb like Hardy Brothers. I don't feel so fresh, my bro. Things look blurry, speaking slow. Head in Hong Kong, one ton soup is what I have for brains. I know that I want to spread these tattered wings, hold them high, vanish from the heavens.
Hold on, that transition right there. What the heck?
Fresh, my bro, things look blurry, speaking slow. Head in Hong Kong, one ton soup is what I have for brains. I know
Listen
that I want to spread these tattered wings, hold them high, vanish from the heavens, but I'm knocking on the sky. Living with depression is a blessing in disguise. Never second guessing, intuition getting wise. Want to sink into the pupil of my eye, travel to the corner of my cornea and mind. Look for all the answers that I never seem to find. Till then, I guess I'm still the illest of our time.
Gosh, this guy. I mean, seriously. All right, well, let's start with the music because I kind of ended just being blown away with the music. Whereas before, and we're seeing a lot more of his fairly recent stuff where, he's not doing a lot musically. He's got these just hard synth bass lines that are just driving and then, some beats with it. In many cases, not really chords. And, he's letting the scenery and the lyrics and the acting and the vocals do it. But then at the end, he builds it up. And he has these interludes where he'll change it up. He'll change it up rhythmically. He'll change it up. And here he did like double time I commented on. And then at the end, he built that up. And not only did he do the double time with completely different, instrumentation, but then he did like a 4-against-3 rhythmically at the end as well. If you listen to that, he just boom, doom, 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 doom. Like he had that kind of thing going on. Well, he's just, God. He's an absolute genius. I mean, seriously, this guy is something else. And here, he's just kicking it. Like, he's tapping into his like hip hop roots and just I mean, he's got bars, right? Like seriously spitting here. And, you know, but he's sticking to a lot of the same themes he does. And then he's building these layers with his album, right? I mean, the actual imagery and the cinematography that we see here, just epic building on it. And we're starting to understand these themes are starting to come together, right? And it's central. He's talking about a lot of the same things through a lot of his artwork, right? And so give me a minute to kind of pull it together here. Okay, so yeah, I mean, again, we got this power, the confidence, and so forth that we're seeing with these last few that I reacted to right on this album, that, you know, he's just blessed with the silver tongue, chest with an iron lung, which there's some truth to that, right? He talked about being a half man recently, and I said, no, you're not. You know, you never were. But, you know, then there's bars like this saying that, you know, what he's been able to endure and get past. There's some truth in that, right? Few can, few could, few would. And then he says, top of the throne, top of the kingdom I own, established, you know, they kind of established that dominance of rap in life, or rap in his life, right? Then these pop culture references. Freddy Krueger, which, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, I grew up with that stuff, right? That was deep. I mean, dark. I'm telling you, I was probably watching that. I was like 10 years old or something like that. That was crazy, right? Demogorgon, Mary Poppins. Just it's versatility, you're right? Like this larger than life persona. And then we see a lot of the dark humor as well. And then a little bit of psychopathic tendencies. A pathologic entity, 666 flow, a crucify a Catholic. I mean, just rebellion, grotesque. Like, I mean, there's so much going on. Shotgun shell to the noggin, kill a king, take his crown. Again, going back to the anarchistic tendencies and so forth. Yeah, I mean, and then, you know, the mental health and vulnerability, right? I don't feel so well, especially at the end. You know, and he held his stomach and just, it shows the reality of it, right? That battle with physical mental health, and it's a constant battle, right? He pushed himself too far, and we saw that recently, right? And I don't think he's fully recovered from that, actually, where he pushed himself too hard. I think in doing one of his recent films, he got poked in the eye by someone on the cast, and ultimately that caused it to flare up and caused like further conditions and so forth. You know, he said living with depression is a blessing in disguise, right? So we know that he's able to find meaning in adversity, find strength in adversity. He's even talked about that. And I think that's what he's talking about here as well. You know, always some kind of social political critique. Freedom now has lost all meaning. How can we all be free in a hierarchical breeding ground? The poor get poor while the rich get rich in style, right? The disdain for social hierarchies, economic disparity. Yeah, and there's this duality where he's like both hero and anti-hero, right? Maverick, anti-hero, villain, not protagonist. You know, being boxed into a single role, he's resistant to that type of thing. You know, he braces complexity. And then this mixture of confidence. He says, I'm the illest of times, but then he has self-doubt. I don't feel so fresh, my bro. Right? So it's, you know, he shows this duality. And then just his artistic legacy and identity. That line, evangelists spread the words I speak like they're cancerous. That was just bars. I mean, just the responsibility he knows his words, his art carries, and we all know it, and we know the power it has. And by the way, I got several people reached out to me, and I'm going to make the call out now as well here in the video. I did it with some of the comments, but if you're someone that Ren has impacted, that has had deep, you know, real struggles, whether it's physiological, chemical, you know, mental or otherwise, and Ren has really made a big difference to you and help you pull it through, send me an email to A-Aron Reacts at I'll put it here. I forget what my email is at gmail.com. I think it's aaronreacts at gmail.com, but YT, I think. Either way, I'll put it there. You know, drop me a line, because I'm still not 100% sure. I might 70%. But I'm probably going to be interviewing some of you and put that together. And I'd like to put something special together for Ren to show him the impact that's made. If for those of you willing, so send me a message. But yes, he's an evangelist, and he knows it, and we know it. But I think there's couldn't be more truth spoken with all of this, really. And then he says, want to sink into the pupil of my eye, travel to the corner of my cornea and mind. Right? So there's always this introspective quest as well, right? He points his own finger. When he critiques society, he points his own finger. He encourages all of us to do the same. How can we, right? Are we victims of the thing that we're critiquing? Are we the reason? Are we a part of the cause? Right? He talks about this often. And just a lot of wordplay cleverness, right? Like sweet like a spoonful of sugar because I'm merry like Poppins. Just such clever wit twist. Spitting for Britain, I show him bars like a cellular phone. I love that line. Right? Cell phone has bars, battery, etc. Right? We already talked about 666 flow, crucified Catholic, kill a king, take his crown. Pop culture. Yeah, I mean we've got a lot of this. And then, yeah, he has such visceral imagery in a lot of this, right? Like shotgun shell to the noggin, banished from the heavens, but I'm knocking on the sky, right? That's a good one. Another masterpiece. I mean, there's always so much to unpack and so much to it, right? Like really just so much there. But I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to get some rest so I can have a safe trip. But thank you much. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and do so now. Consider joining us at a-aronreacts.com/Ren. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. By the time you see this, it may well be past that time, but when I'm making it, it's a little bit before it. But regardless, I still love you. Appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.